Isn't this exciting? Let me move this. Oh, hello, Dr. Paula. Thank you for being patient with us and coming on and accepting this invite. It is my pleasure to have you. I know you have impacted so many lives. So, welcome to the Dick and Nikki Show with Dr. Auda, Dr. Paula Hedglon. It is my pleasure to have you. And for those people that don't know you, which I cannot, at least in South Florida, I know there isn't anybody that doesn't know you. For those people that don't, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Maybe something we do not know. And in-
I'm so honored, first of all, to be on your show. You are just, let me just get this out because you are so amazing. You don't just give, love, serve, you are doing it. And that's what I love about you. And I see you all over Facebook and I see you doing everything. And I'm just so honored to be part of this. And I really love and appreciate you because you have been just that bubbly person in chiropractic, passionate, which is what I do. And if people don't know who I am passionate. Chiropractic is not what I do, it's my life. I've been under chiropractic care my whole life, never been vaccinated. Had a great uncle that was a chiropractor, and then we'll go from the history from there. So you'll hear more about my journey in chiropractic, and that was a long time ago. So, but now, right now, is the best time to be in chiropractic, the best time to be taking care of people, the best time to be with all the social media to get the message out, the truth.
that is so true. And I was speaking before you got on that I remember you from back in the days that I was just introducing chiropractic and I like and I was just a CA. And I remember hearing you speak and hearing you just sing and it was like, wow, how does she do it? I always like it's like it was a little South Florida icon goddess. It's so beautiful, and you inspire me so much. Being a woman, being such a leader, being so close to your heart, to so in touch because you never stop being a woman in business. You know what I mean? And I so admire that. I was like, and I'm sure like so many people that feel the same way. And I always have these interviews because I want to know people even more. So I invite them because I want to know and I ask questions that I want to know because I'm sure other people are going to be blessed with their answers, your journey, your story. So yeah, I think I was the biggest thing with me with you is like, how do you do it? How do you do it for so many years to stay on that track record? I mean, to have such an amazing practice, to stay beautiful, to stay joyful, to stay passionate. I really, really do admire you, honestly, and I want to know.
All right, so here, let's start with this. Chiropractic is not on the outside. Chiropractic is on the inside. All your answers, all your heart, all your passion is on the inside, which comes from God. And if you can just get connected to that source, however you do it, meditation, reading, going to seminars, hearing philosophy, seeing other people, staying with like-minded chiropractors, and being that vessel, then you will be guided from above to stay on purpose. And yes, it does take work. Yes, it does take dedication. Yes, it takes action. And yes, it takes preparation for being that way every single day. And chiropractic is not just Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's 24/7. And that's part of my life, which is 24/7. And I just want to touch back, or if I can tell you, I didn't think I could become a chiropractor because my brother was the chiropractor, my great uncle was. And when I was teaching for years, I worked in a chiropractic office as a chiropractic assistant while I was teaching. And I went to my brother's ex wife's graduation at Life. And I heard Dr. Cameron Kinsan and Dr. Sid. I heard that message, and something inside of me clicked. I said, I want to do this. I really want to do this. I really want to help people. I can do this. So this is very important because I'll never forget this. Dr. Sid came over to me, looked at me, stared at me. He was a lot taller than I was, and shook my hand. He held my hand and wouldn't let go. And he looked in my eyes. He says, "You're a Rossi, aren't you?" That was my maiden name. I said, "Yes." He says, when are you coming to Life Chiropractic College? And I was already thinking it while we were doing the graduation. I said, is he reading my mind or is he putting this into my mind? So on the way home on the plane, I'll never forget it. I made that decision. I'm going to become a chiropractor. And if my sister-in-law could do it with 2 kids, I can do it. So I never thought as a female that was important for me. And I never thought that that would be important until I started chiropractic school and went on. And I just went on and went on and went on. And it was just amazing. That was like 34 years ago that I graduated, and I've been in practice for 33 years. So it's a great journey. It doesn't feel like 33, but yet it's every day is joyful when I go in. Every single day. Every time I hear people like Dr. Sigos, Dr. Sid, all these different people that speak, it resonates inside my heart with the cells of my being. Dr. Santo, it used to just vibrate inside, and I knew that that was my calling, and I didn't have to work hard at it. Maybe in the practice I did, because I thought being brought up in chiropractic that people would just come in to stay healthy, but that was not the case when I first graduated. People don't just come in and say, "I want to stay healthy." They come in when it's in crisis. So that was frustrating for me. But yet, yes, I'm always there to help them hopefully understand the message that it's not me doing the healing, but it's innate inside of them doing the healing. That's the message I want. And they have the power to heal. Everybody has a power. They just limit it in their mind and not in their heart. They have to believe.
Wow, that is just so cool. Every time I'm hearing you speak, and I'm like, oh, I want to know more about this, more about this. My mind is like going in so many directions, and I definitely want to get to what are the systems that keep you this way. What is it that you get plugged in besides your God, besides your prayer, meditation, everything that you do? What are other things that keep you this way? Because let's face it, I know you see a bunch load of visits a week that I don't see. This is my naked show. So I tell the truth. I'm super raw, unreal. And honestly, I've always said, and I had this conversation with Eddie, and I'm like, look at her. She looks like she's glowing. How does she do it? I will see that amount of visits. And I've done mission trips. I've been doing that for 11 years. And we see a lot of people. But it's see the cervicals. You can get into that and you just get into the soap and you're there healing. But it's different, right? When you're seeing them in your office. And I've always wondered, how do you do it?
No, I wonder that too, because it's just happening. I mean, we did a lot of things in the beginning when I first started opening, like being out there, being tapped in, going to DE, going to the Saturday Night Live, staying with the Band of Brothers, going to Sigaboo's, having Dr. Santo come visit many times in my office. And just those are the things that kept me on track and what I needed to do. And also, it's the way you have to look at it is you see what you believe. If you don't believe that you can see this many in the office, then you're not going to see it.
Never.
That's the key. And then if you focus on the people rather than the business, you will serve more people. So if you're just serving in the office, you will serve. You have to have a great front area to take care of the business part, and you have to stay focused on the people. That's also important too. So my way of being tapped in is I do my 49 breaths every day, twice a day. I do reading, like you said. I do the meditation. We do a prayer in the office. We hold hands. We do a huddle. I do a lot of thank you notes every single day in the office. I do all sorts of things for that. But going to DE, going to Saturday Night Live, it resonates because that listening to talks, even on my car, on the phone, when I go to the beach, when I'm walking on the treadmill, I'm listening to talks from all sorts of people in chiropractic just to keep my mind centered and to keep hearing little tidbits. And you never stop learning. You always hear something new. And if you heard the same thing, it can mean something different later on. But what I want to just mention another thing. I never saw myself as a female chiropractor. I saw myself as a chiropractor. But yet there were female people that I looked up to, and many people thought I could never do this on my own. And I knew that that was wrong because I knew that I can do this. And that's how I believed. So I have different people that I do see. Like I see Irene Gold now a lot because she comes to the Band of Brothers and she's just remarkable. I mean, as a chiropractor, what she did. And these are people that inspire me in their 80s. And what I see all these people, what they're doing, and it's amazing. So we never stop. We can't stop. The world needs us too much. We have a mission to do, whether it's one person, two people. Your missions are amazing. The Panama mission, this mission, the mission you're doing, you're impacting lives, many lives that'll remember you for the rest of your life and their life. So what you're doing is amazing, and it's not me. It's God, and it's all of us. But if we can stay tapped in and really use our heart instead of our mind, then a lot more passion, a lot more love will come in through our hands, a lot more love through our eyes, through our touch, through our voice, through our body language, that they will come. Because we had a person yesterday, her best friend just dropped dead, and she came in sobbing. And it's like, I didn't know where to go. And she says, I didn't know where to go. I have no family. I didn't know where to go. And she comes in, and you're just crying and holding their arms and hugging them. That's healing too. Besides getting them connected and clear and get their atlas checked, that's healing. So what kind of healing vessels are we? We are amazing. We have this gift from God, not only to be this chiropractor, but to be the giving, loving, serving chiropractor to affect lives in every place that we go. Children, we had 39 kids come in on Tuesday, and we did a student career day in my office. It was a bus trip, and they came in, and we went over. I had handouts for chiropractic. They saw a little video. They had demonstration of what an X-ray looks like, demonstration of a Titron, demonstration of an adjustment. We had all sorts of things where we checked their teachers, and by the end of the day, 20 of them wanted to be a chiropractor. So it was only 2 hours. So those are things that you can do in the office. It doesn't have to be an impact right now, but it'll show up later on in life. So those are the seeds that we sow.
I mean, it's just so full. I could hear you speak all day.
Thank you.
Probably have never been this quiet on any interview. So that's a first for me. But you're just so full of it. And when you were talking about so full of wisdom, I was thinking, yes, this has so much to do with belief. And we talked about that in Get Naked. Your beliefs create your reality. We have heard this. And if you believe you can, you definitely can. But for the students or for the people that are listening to us that might be struggling in chiropractic, that might be fed up with insurances or this or that, and I mean, I had some struggles with my staff, and before I knew it, I got kicked out of Medicare and Medicaid because I didn't renew something after 20 years. So dealing with that, sometimes you get caught up, and that might bring you down. Hey, we are human. How do you stay heart centered? What is that thing that helps you turn around faster? Because I'm sure you're exposed to the same stresses, right? We live in South Florida. There's news, there's traffic, there's everything, right? Toxins everywhere. But that the people that do it like you do have a system or a way to come back to the heart faster. And I feel too many of us struggle with that.
Okay, let me help you with this.
Go ahead.
Dr. Santo, this is from Dr. Santo. He said, Paula, look at the person's heart when you're looking in your eyes, but he would say, see Jesus, but see God inside of every single person, whether it's your mother, your child, see that in every single person. Wait before you say something, wait before you display any anger, just see that, don't be attached to the results, be detached, but see every person as a child of God. And that's what is so important with your staff, with your patients. We do this little technique in our office where we get everybody in, all our people we work with, and we go around, we say, I love you because, I love you because. So instead of looking at the problems and the negative side, we see what we love in each one of us and how we can work together. That changes the whole energy of the office, all of it. So if you have something that you have to work with Medicare, you can do one-on-one when you're not in office hours. We have a lunch area where we have to break down certain things that could be challenges as far as the front communicate with us. Communication is the best part of that. But also see every staff member, I love you because, and if it doesn't work out and you feel innate tells you that this is not working out, listen to innate. That's a key. Too many people do not act when innate tells you so directly, oh, maybe this person's not going to work here, or it's not going to leave. Innate will take care of it. Dr. Santos said, ask Innate to take care of it. I remember I had a difficult with one CA, and I said, Innate, you need to take care of this. And she decided to leave. So I didn't have to do anything. So those are things that we can learn even with the patient. If your people in the practice stop, don't worry. Give them the love, send them the love letter, send them whatever it is, say you're always here for them. They'll always be back. Because being in it 33 years, I have people that sometimes moved, they came back, college, they come back, kids, I took care of kids, are having kids now, and they're bringing their kids in. So it always comes back. If you believe it, if you start negating why they left or what you did or all about them, you ruin the whole love thing. So that's where you have to stay in love. It's whatever God wants. And that's how you look at it. You still have to take action. You still have to make decisions. You still have to meditate on it. You still have to write things down so that you know that it's solid. And that's one of the things that I do. I'm very passionate about that. I'm very passionate about people. And I've always wanted to take care of my staff. I always wanted to take care of my people. And it's more like a family rather than an office. I know some people might poo-poo that, but I don't, because I want them to feel safe in my office. I want them to feel safe with me. And I want the people to know that whether they have to go in a hospital or something, that they always feel safe with me because it's their choice. All right. So that's kind of how I look at it now. And it seems like we've been growing, believe it or not, growing more. And my team is like, they're like amazed. And, whether we see 150 in a day or 200 a day, they are amazed because it seems so slow to them now. So it's like, I can't really put it in words. I can put it in feeling. I could put it in action. I could put it, everything that we do in the office, we push that love button when we first come in. We do that prayer in the beginning. I write a little message to them. They get the message before I even come into the office. They get a little letter of the thought of the day, whatever I meditated on. We work on that. We do the thank yous at the end of the day. And that's part of our regiment. And I think that works for us. It may not work for you, but it may not work for other people, and that's okay. Everybody is different. That's what makes us special.
Wow. No, I love that. I love the I love you because wow, I want to start using that right away because I've been guilty of too many things, but we can always turn it around. And we
Always.
can always see it. And what I'm hearing from your beautiful advice and passion, I hear your love, but this is always every time you speak, I hear the love and I hear how it's all about changing the belief, changing the perception to love and gratefulness and connecting to God. So
And
be
declare it. Declare it. You have to declare it and write it down. Declare it and thank God for it.
Yes, I do an affirmation with my team every morning, and I think that we're gonna need to add the prayer and the I love you because I feel that it's gonna be lots of giggles at first, but it's going to be very productive because we're seeing the good in people, so we can only get good back. And I remember hearing you one time speak and you were saying every single time I just visualize this amazing healing light inside of them and just healing them. I don't even remember when was that. This was years ago, but I never forget that. And whenever I'm off, I remember you saying that. And
I
just
do that with my interns, and I'd say, put your hands on there, close your eyes, wait for the green light or
yep,
whatever light for you, and then do it. And I think I got that from Santo also, but it's so important. And Sigafus would say, when you put your hands on them, think that they're going to bring their family and friends. Just think it when you put your hands on them, because that energy, transfer of energy, doing the adjustment, we don't have to actually. We are specific. We know where we're adjusting. We know the subluxation. We know how to do it. So now it's more of the let's do it with intention. Let's do it with love. Let's do it with an extra something. And that's where we go from there. So that's yes, that is.
wow, that's super awesome. Okay, now I wanted to ask you what is your favorite book or favorite app or favorite thing that you just can totally you have to see every day or you reread over and over again or you highly recommend it or the book you have recommended the most. What is that thing for you?
Okay, I'm gonna. I do have some books. First of all, Dr. Sigafood's The Abundance Book. Every student should read that. Every new chiropractor should read. It's a little green book. I think it's like 16 pages, The Abundance Book. I listen to his Love Bomb message a lot on YouTube. And also what I do is I listen to Sigafood's and, of course, Santo. But as far as like the green books, The Glory of Going On is one of my favorites. That's one of the ones that I listen to, that I read. And then the other thing is for Dr. Sid is the Passionate, the Love one. Love Comes from the Heart, Lasting Purpose, Meadowlands. But now I read Irene Gold's book, which she's going to have a DE, and that I just was amazed on her journey in chiropractic, all the obstacles she went through. So when we think we're having a rough time, you need to read that book and see what she went through. So there you go. So those are the few of the books. I didn't say all of them. Meadowlands was another. I think I mentioned that. But those are a few of the books that I really, really do recommend. And of course, listening to The Friend Within with Dr. Sid and other type of talks there is so important. Okay, does that help you?
Oh yeah. We're going to try to write them down in the description. I think this is just, and if you're listening to us, we love you too. Thank you for Paulette sends her love to you.
Oh, nice, miss her.
Too. Hi Tim, thank you for listening and commenting, and please share away. This is just full of nuggets here. So yes, hello, yeah, Pampano Beach. Okay, and if you had to, I know we're coming down to our 30-minute time, and I want to be respectful of your time. So if you had to recommend anything, that one thing besides all the wonderful books, which I was listening to the books you recommended, and they all have the same theme. That's it. That is your theme. That should be Paula Love Hedglon. That should be the middle. Honestly, for so many years that I've heard you, it's always is this. It's just keep growing and growing and growing and glowing as beautiful as your hair. It's just it is full of love. But what would you say if you had to give like just one advice or one inspirational quote, whatever you want to leave us with, that is just that we can start applying today, that we can start using today in order, besides seeing the different perspective and seeing the love in everything. What is your lasting thought on this interview so people can keep at it and we can all be a little bit more like you? Honestly, I want to. I know that we're all special how we are, but I've always looked up to you. So that's just my opinion, people.
One quote would be very hard, but one thing I always do point out, I have on the top of my sign-in areas, I move the bone and God does the healing. I want people to understand that they do the healing. I am not the healer. I'm just the vessel. And the other quote I always say to people is when they're using their heart, is Mother Teresa said, we're made up of wires and the current is God. And that's the nervous system in our body. So that's if I can emulate, and I don't want to be Mother Teresa, and nobody can, but if I can emulate what she went through and what she did for people, I hope that I could be maybe 1/10 of that for people to be inspired for. So that was always a different quote too. But there's so many quotes, and I'm not good at remembering quotes, but I do see, when I do see them, I say them, and I think it's very important for all of that. But the passion part of chiropractic is where I truly shine in. And I don't want to say shine like ego shine that, because I love chiropractic so much, that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'll prepare and I keep working at it and I keep preparing and I keep looking at where I can tweak myself in communication, where I can tweak myself in any part of life. And my husband is right on board, 36 years, and he's right there. So he's a chiropractic warrior too, even though he's not a chiropractor, he's a chiropractic warrior. So when you have somebody behind you like that, it makes a big difference in your life.
Yep, that is so true. And thank you for accepting this invitation. Thank you for pouring a little bit of your heart. And I'm sure you do not know how many people you have touched. You don't know. That's what I was saying. If she has impacted you, let us know, because she doesn't know probably how many people and how many lives you have transformed just by sharing your heart.
Nobody will, because
Your office, but probably you don't know it outside your office.
right.
How it is.
But nobody will. And I remember I get lunch with Dr. Santo towards the end, and he said, I feel like I haven't left a legacy.
Oh no.
And after he passed is when they had, or he was not 100%. That's when they started the Band of Brothers, and there was a legacy. And so many times, all of us may think we don't, but we do, and we don't know that.
Yeah, we just never know how one word, right, will impact the lives of so many. So thank you so much for coming on. I know I'm going to have your brother on soon too, somebody else that we also look up to and has
He's been a big mentor. My brother's been a big mentor.
Yes, well,
very much so.
To all of us. Most things about taking care of kids from him, but for sure, for sure. So thank you so much, Dr. Paula. I love and appreciate you. You are amazing. If you guys want to contact her, where can they reach you?
Well, I guess Facebook is one. They can get me on Facebook, and they can reach me at my office. And it's if they like to come and visit and share or observe, that's good too. So my office number, can I say it?
Yes, of course.
954-946-1799. And that would be a good place. And also, of course, Facebook. You just look me up and see there. And I have a Facebook on Hedglon Chiropractic Center too. So, but I just want to tell you, I love and appreciate you too. And I'm just so honored and so amazing. And I pray for you and that what your journey is doing is amazing too. Totally. And I'm so glad you're speaking at Lyceum. I've been there, so not speaking, but I've been there. It's
so
awesome.
excited. So I look forward to that, and I've been so blessed and humbled by everyone, and just God is doing something. Sometimes I don't believe it, and it happens, and it's like I know God has a bigger purpose than I can ever see. So I hope this interviews are a blessing to all our viewers as they are to me, because I love doing it and I love learning from my guests. I think there's so many different people, and I always learn something new from everyone. And this is just my way of studying some weird way, right? So I hope with my journey, I'm blessing you too. And if you enjoy this, please be so kind to share it away with your friends so they can learn too and be inspired by my today's guest, Dr. Paula. Thank you so much. You guys have a blessed Thursday. Share the love, and I love you because you're awesome.
I love you too. God bless you. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a blessed one. Ciao.
Ciao.